This fan favorite Disney restaurant closed its doors back in 2020 with the COVID-19 closure, but over 4 years later is finally reopening. Let's go have breakfast at 1900 Park Fair. Hello from Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. Today is a very exciting day because just a few hours ago, 1900 Park Fair officially reopened their doors. I am pretty sure that this is the very last restaurant to reopen since COVID, and I am very happy that it's back. But with the reopening comes a few changes to what fans knew and loved. Don't worry, the strawberry soup is still here, but gone are the classic characters. Today, we'll be meeting Aladdin, Mirabel, Tiana, and Cinderella. It is 10 a.m. and I don't know about you guys, but I am pretty hungry. But before we head inside for breakfast, I do want to let you guys know that I am also dining here for dinner tonight. The vlog from my dinner experience will be posted tomorrow, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can see that as well. But now, let's head inside. Well, upon walking in, we immediately saw all the characters, and I realized how small this restaurant is. I guess coming here a bunch when I was younger, it just felt a lot bigger in here, but there's really only like 2 dining rooms, and there's not that many tables. Now, of course, opening day of a restaurant, I am here dining with Maria and Christina, the queens of finding opening day dining reservations. Christina has a very unique talent for this. Maria, are you excited for breakfast?
Oh yeah, and I'm the character gal, so Christina was like, I've never been, I love characters, it's gonna be amazing. It'll be great.
Good thing she's here because I don't do the characters. And Christina said something as soon as we walked in, and I was like 100%. What did you tell us?
I feel like I just embarked on the Disney Wish. It has same vibes, same everything, even like the background music I feel is identical to being on the cruise. If you haven't been on the Wish, this is a great place to start.
While I haven't necessarily been on the Disney Wish, I have been on a Disney cruise before, and I agree with Christina. It feels like we're in a cruise ship. Maybe it's because there's like no windows and there's like no natural light coming in here. That could be it. It feels like we're in the middle of a cruise ship. Well, before we get started on any of the food or the characters, we do have some Pog juice here. So cheers. Cheers, Maria. Cheers. Cheers, Christina.
Cheers.
Nothing like starting your morning with some Pog. Now, of course, we also have the beverage menu here. You could add some alcoholic beverages to your dining experience. I was interested in getting like an espresso martini maybe this morning, but they only have a cold brew martini, and I want my espresso martinis to have espresso, not cold brew. And we also have these cards, the classic autograph cards that Disney gives at every character dining now, with everyone that we're meeting: Cinderella, Aladdin, Mirabel, Tiana. And then if you flip it on over, you're also supposed to write a wish, and something happens in the room. So I know what I'm wishing for. Now that we've got a little Pog in us, let's head up to the buffet. And I'm going to do what I always do with these buffet restaurants. I'm going to show you guys all the food that they have to offer, and then I'll make my plate and show you guys what I got. We're going to start a little basic before we get to all the fun stuff, but here is all the bread: white bread, multigrain bread, plain bagels, a toaster, you got cream cheese, you got butter, you got some jams and different spreads, and of course, some croissants as well. Continuing along with our pastries, we have some donut holes, double chocolate muffins, there's also some banana bread, and then a guava and cream cheese Danish. And next to those pastries is what everyone comes to 1900 Park Fair for, the Grand Floridian strawberry soup with the fixin'. They've got some fresh sliced strawberries there for you, as well as some whipped cream. Now that we've gone through all the pastries and, of course, the strawberry soup, I'll show you guys the rest of the buffet. We've got our syrup here, and, of course, to go with this giant bowl of Mickey waffles. Ain't that a beauty? Look at that. That is like what I want to see when I wake up in the morning. They also have some pancakes here to go with those waffles. Continuing with the sweets, we have a vanilla sauce to go with some bread pudding, and I heard Tiana made that. That's what our waitress said, at least. And then this is cinnamon pull-apart bread. Looks like monkey bread that you get at the lunching pad in Tomorrowland for breakfast. Looks really good, though. Right here, we've got some sausage gravy to go with some biscuits, and then a little oatmeal bar. There's oatmeal with brown sugar and caramelized apples. We've got some meat here, bacon and pork sausage. Our eggs, we've just got some plain scrambled eggs and then some cheesy scrambled eggs. And I just noticed Up here, it says, see your server for today's omelet selections. Does that mean that we could like ask our server for an omelet and they'll just be able to bring it? Is that what that means? Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, so we have omelets on a Disney buffet again. Nice. So yeah, we don't just have to settle for the cheesy eggs or the regular scrambled eggs. We have a spiced tofu scramble with veggies up next, and then some chicken sausage. This is an interesting thing that you don't see on many Disney buffets. As always, of course, we have a carving station with some carved ham. Look at that piece of ham right there. That looks like perfectly glazed. I want a piece of that crust. When I come back for some ham, I want a piece of that crispy crust on top. Continuing with a bunch of the fun stuff, we've got some cheesy grits here and some beef and potato hash. I feel like they definitely did not like pack this buffet. Only like 2 things on this like big warmer here. I feel like they could add a little bit more. And this is what I'm really here for, some Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict is one of my favorite breakfast foods, and I love when they have it on a buffet, and that looks so good. We've also got some cheesy potato casserole, which is always delicious at a Disney buffet, so I expect this to be great as well. There's also a smoked salmon lox, kind of create your own situation. You could grab one of the croissants or the bagels from back there. They have some smoked salmon, cream cheese, onions, capers, tomatoes, all that stuff. A little build your own parfait situation with some yogurt, granola, berries, cottage cheese, and then we've got some watermelon and some more fruit over here. As I'm continuing around, I'm realizing there actually is a ton of stuff on this buffet, because usually Disney buffets, they like split it in half, and one side has like a couple things and then the other side has a couple things. No, both sides of this buffet are completely different. And on this side, we also have some potato barrels and some croissant breakfast pizza. Oh man, that looks delicious. And then lastly, we've got our cereal. Oh my God, wait, no, not lastly. Lastly, we also have some gummy bears over here in like a little cereal dispenser. I remember when I came here as a child, loading up a bowl of gummy bears and eating that for dessert. But it's pretty funny that they have it for breakfast too. But now, I think I'm gonna make my plate and then I'll catch up with you guys after I do. And here we are. Usually I would go with my savory stuff first, but this time I decided that I probably should try the strawberry soup first. So I loaded that up with some whipped cream and strawberries. I also got the pull-apart bread here, and then the bread pudding with the vanilla sauce. Sweets for breakfast aren't my favorite thing, so I just got a couple of little things here. Usually I'd get a Mickey waffle, but there were so many other sweet things that I wanted to try, and I didn't want to get sick of sweets before I try all of the new stuff. Also, this might be my first time trying the strawberry soup. I feel like I had it when I came here as a child, but it was so long ago that I just don't remember. So we're going to be trying possibly my first spoonful of strawberry soup together. It smells just like strawberry yogurt. Almost like Danimals. All right, got some whipped cream, a strawberry in there. Yeah, this tastes like Danimals. This tastes like a strawberry Danimals, and I'm not like the biggest fan of yogurt.
You could go outside.
I don't know if I like the strawberry soup, guys. I guess it's because it's literally like yogurt. And yogurt isn't my jam. But I know a lot of people love this. It's a classic, so I'm happy it's back for all of you guys. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this pull-apart bread a lot more than I did the strawberry soup. It's like a center of the roll from Cinnabon, just without as much cinnamon and without the cream cheese frosting. But they do have a caramel on there. It's pretty good. Finally, bread pudding with the vanilla sauce. This is like a staple. I feel like they have bread pudding at like every single buffet at Disney World. You can always get some type of bread pudding or some type of sweet treat with a vanilla sauce. It's giving French toast.
Welcome, wishmakers of all ages. In just a moment, we will all join together to celebrate the magical power of a wish.
It's me, Jiminy.
Something's happening.
Your host for this very special gathering of familiar wishmakers joining our celebration. Hold your wish.
We're supposed to hold our wish. I haven't made my wish yet.
That's it. Wish granters.
Hold my wish high in the air.
High in the air.
I'll write it down after
Look at all
this.
those amazing glittering wishes. Magnificent. Next, in your best wishing voice, Nice and loud now. Repeat after me. I wish my wish.
I wish.
As wish makers do.
As wish makers do.
And believe in myself.
And believe in myself.
You believe
To
in
make
yourself.
it come
To
true.
make it come true.
Beautifully done.
Oh, you did so good.
Something about wishes. Something happened right
That was
away.
funny.
And others.
Well, now that that's over, I did want to let you guys know what my wish was. I didn't have the chance to write it down, but my wish, which I wanted to touch on in this video, is that you didn't have to park across the street to dine at a restaurant that you're paying $70+ to eat at. I'm a little salty about it, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
But yes, if you are eating at 1900 Park Fair or anywhere at the Grand Floridian, they do make you park across the street and trek across. Luckily today it wasn't that warm, so it was fine. But
No, but
I
you
just-
just explain to them. It isn't like she's complaining about a short walk. It's like a long.
it's not bad. I just think when I'm paying
It's a trek.
$70 with tax and tip to eat breakfast somewhere, that I should be able to park in the parking lot and I shouldn't have to walk across the street to get to the restaurant that I want to eat at. So that's my wish. I have a lot of other wishes, but that's just the one that's like fresh on my brain right now. I'm still heated about it. Our first visitor is Mirabelle. Thank God we have Maria here because I don't really know anything about Encanto to talk. I'm used to having Ryan here for these character dining experiences, so Ryan leads the convo, but thank God Maria is here so she can help me out with that. I didn't know what to say to Mirabelle, but she said that she was wishing for arepas con queso, so I would wish for that as well. That and a better parking situation. While I may not know too much about Mirabelle or not be that good at these character dining experiences, I do think it is very awesome that Mirabelle is here at a character dining. I think it's like a super unique character to meet at character dining. Obviously, she only started meeting in Magic Kingdom a couple of months ago. She appeared in the Adventure Cavalcade, and now she has a meet and greet in Magic Kingdom. I know there's a ton of Encanto fans out there, so if you are, this is a great place to come and meet Mirabelle without having to wait what I would assume was probably like an hour in line. I think Aladdin is probably coming for us next. The room here is emptied. We might be coming up next. And Maria and Christina have left me to go up to the buffet and get some food, and I am really nervous that he's gonna come before they get back, and then I'm gonna have to talk. Hi, Aladdin. Good to see you as well. What are you most excited for that's back? Did you try the strawberry soup yet?
You know, I actually haven't tried any food yet. I wanted to make sure that everybody else got to try before I did. You see?
Very kind of you. Very kind for you. Did you save? You gotta have Jasmine come down too, though.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to tell her. I mean, especially after seeing something as wonderful as it really is a whole new world.
Of course. Well, you guys left me alone for Aladdin. Now, I wouldn't have actually minded if you left me alone for Tiana because I have something to talk about. And speaking of Tiana, she's here.
And now maybe I can stop by the restaurant real soon.
Oh, hopefully real soon we'll be stopping by. Now, I am kind of upset though. Where are the beignets?
Oh, now I'm gonna have to save y'all the fresh batch when you stop on by.
Oh, yes.
And I am looking to have a real big celebration in the bayou now.
Please, save me a fresh batch. Do we have any dipping sauce to go with the beignets, or are we just going powdered sugar and honey?
Oh, now I always up to some little powdered sugar and some honey on there, and they are the bee's knees. Or a little extra powdered sugar if you like them like me. It's not.
Oh, that sounds perfect. See, I killed that one. I was prepared for a Tiana meet and greet because if I could talk about food, then I'm good. If I could talk about the food, I'm A-okay. One thing I definitely will mention about the character interactions in this restaurant is that the restaurant does not have enough room to walk around in. So while there's a character in the area, you literally cannot move because there's nowhere to go. The tables are so close together. If there's a server or a character attendant walking around, there is quite literally nowhere to go, nowhere to pose for a photo. It's very tight in here. They definitely crammed in as many tables as they possibly could. Okay, I have definitely had enough sweets. It is on to my favorite part, the savory, and a lot of this stuff looks really good, especially this croissant pizza that I'm standing next to. I can't wait to try that, and a bunch of the other stuff too. All right, plate number 2. All the good stuff here. We've got the cheesy potato casserole. We've got the beef hash, bacon, sausage, ham. And when I asked for the ham, I asked to get some of that crispy skin, and look at how good does that look there. And then had to get the eggs Benny. Now, I know I was talking all about that croissant pizza, And while it does look excellent, I didn't really have much room on my plate, so I'm gonna go back up. That'll be round 3. I've got to start with the eggs Benedict, and let's see if we can get a good crack on the egg here. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. If I'm out to breakfast and there's an eggs Benedict on the menu, I'm most likely ordering either that or a breakfast burrito. Those are like my two go-tos here. So let's see how this ranks. It tastes very similar to the one that they serve over at the Grand Floridian Cafe, except that one has Canadian bacon and this one has like fresh carved ham. I'm pretty sure they're using the same ham that they're carving on this eggs Benedict. It's really tasty. I always really love the hollandaise sauce here because it just has like this extra tang, almost like they add like a lot of lemon in it, but it just adds a really great flavor. The egg is cooked perfectly. The ham is great on there. The English muffin has a nice toast to it. I don't know, this is dangerous. Unlimited all-you-can-eat eggs Benedict. I could put some of these away. Let's chase that with some of these cheesy potatoes. So oniony and cheesy at the same time. Disney doesn't do breakfast potatoes wrong. They can do no wrong in my eyes when it comes to breakfast potatoes. I want to get some of this beef hash next. It's like ground beef. I guess I kind of expected more like steak to be the beef in question, but I don't really like the flavor of it. It's very smoky, which I didn't expect, and the ground beef in there isn't my fave, but what I am gonna love is this crispy ham pork skin. Oh, I struck gold. I struck gold with this one. That skin is so salty and crispy. Oh my God, I'm so chewing it. It's so good. If you go up there to get ham, ask to get some of that crispy skin. Trust me. Well, we still have one more thing that we need to try. Well, actually 2 more things. The croissant pizza that I'm once again standing next to, but I'm actually getting it this time. All right, finally, croissant pizza. So we've got croissant dough with a sausage gravy. Then we've got bacon, eggs, and cheese, and I couldn't resist not getting another eggs Benedict here. Let's do this. I think this has the potential to be one of the best things here. This is a genius invention. The croissant dough, perfect. It's like all the good breakfast foods in one, in pizza form. How can you go wrong? Look who's finally made it here. I'm gonna let Maria will take this one. I got no idea what to say to Cinderella. I don't think I've seen that movie in maybe like 20 years, so. Last thing up is going to be an omelet. So I did mention earlier that you were able to get omelets made. It set it up at the buffet. It wasn't really advertised. So unless you were like looking closely, you wouldn't necessarily know. But it was kind of like a create your own omelet situation. So you just let them know what you want. You let your server know what you want. And then they'll let you know if they have all the toppings and fillings that you requested, and they'll make it happen and they'll bring you an omelet to your table. I am very happy that they do have this like little omelet situation. I feel like a lot of Disney buffets got rid of the create your own omelet, and they now instead have like pre-made ones just sitting on the buffet, and they're never that good. I know over at Crystal Palace they used to have them. Where? I can't even remember. But now it's just like all that. My dad will be very happy. So Dad, if you're watching, they have omelets here, so you'll come here. I know the omelet situation at a Disney buffet is a make or break for him. If he's going to a Disney buffet and they don't have a create your own omelet, he does not want to go, and he will not go. So it'll just be me and my mom alone. But omelet. I got peppers, onions, ham and cheese. Delish. Well, with that, we are done with breakfast, so let's do a little bit of a recap. To dine at 1900 Park Fair for breakfast, it'll cost adults $54 and children $34. So yes, definitely a pretty expensive breakfast, but I feel like the buffet is more elevated than a lot of other buffets, like especially more elevated than like the Chef Mickey's buffet. There were a lot of unique things on the menu, like the croissant breakfast pizza, the eggs Benedict, of course the strawberry soup. I like that they had chicken sausage, although it wasn't my favorite, and the carved ham was delicious too. Overall, I feel like like the food was really good, and the food was probably worthy of that price tag when you factor in the extremely unique and rare characters that you can meet there. Which I guess brings me to my next point, which is the characters. All the characters were excellent. They spent a lot of time at each table. I believe we met each of them at the end of the day around 2 times a piece. And I know I've mentioned this before, but getting able to meet Mirabelle without having to wait in line, especially since she's such a new, extremely popular character, since you can meet her at a breakfast, that is like a huge benefit. And of course, Tiana as well. You got a lot of like unique, really great characters in there. I know there are obviously a ton of people who are huge Encanto fans. I'm not personally one of them, but if you are, I highly recommend you come check this out. It's a great way to get to meet Mirabelle without having to wait in a line. And while I did think all of the characters were really great and unique, does it really fit in with the story of the Grand Floridian? Not necessarily. They were trying to make it like some Wish type of thing. I don't know. I didn't really get it too much. And I know they're trying to bring variety with the characters that they had there, but I feel like it would have just made like more sense to just do all Princess and the Frog or all Encanto. Like, just do all Princess and the Frog and have Tiana, Naveen, Louis, Dr. Facilier there. I think that would be cool. It just, the way that the characters tie in together, they don't really. But overall, service was good, characters were good, and food was good. Can't wait to do it all over again in a couple of hours for dinner. Huge shout out to my Patreon subscribers, Angela, Ashley, Barbara, the Calcanes family, Catherine, Lindsay, Misty, Shelby, Adam and Jen, Anne, Brittany, Karis, Chelsea, Carol, Daniela, Marcel, Dante, Dustin and Nancy, Emily, Ethan, John Paul, Christina, Leah, Tori, Lisa, the Martell family, Michael, Pickle, the Latham Thomas family, Tracy, Wayne, Jermaine, Eric, the Weaver family, Stephen, Andrea, Jessica, the Leibowitz family, Abigail and Robin, Jamie and Andrew, Diane and Julie. Thank you guys. Overall, would I come back and would I recommend you guys come to visit? I don't know, it'd kind of be like a once in a blue moon kind of thing for me, just because I'm not the biggest fan of like those characters or really meeting any characters in general. But if you have a child that loves Encanto, that loves Princess and the Frog, or you yourself love Encanto or love Princess and the Frog, I definitely think it's worth checking out. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because tomorrow I am bringing you guys dinner at 1900 Park Fair. We're gonna have a completely different menu. We're gonna try all that food and I'll give you guys my honest review of that. And until then, I'll see you guys. Bye.